Hi guys, Blacksmith here, coming to you after another night where we absolutely annihilated the books. But I did exactly what I was talking about in one of my previous videos where I showed you how to predict who's going to win watching line movement. Last night was a great example because we ended up cashing not one but two draws. And of course we took them back to back. So this is my group, by the way, obviously links in the description. So the posts, first of all, doubled together, about 12 to 1 odds, and then singles as well. And then we also had a new member who just joined and just cashed, whacked them together. Big cash for a very small stake. So how are we cashing these huge bets? How are we predicting it's going to be a draw when nobody else predicted this? I was like the only person who put these plays out there, and I keep doing it, but no one's listening. So Bilbao first, I'm going to talk you through basically just to show my thought process. So Bilbao Getafe, this one didn't really make sense because when I looked at the analysis, you think, okay, Athletic Bilbao are going to absolutely smash them. Their striking element so much better. And to be fair, right at the end, when they actually started pushing and trying, they got very close. Keeper definitely earned man of the match for me. Amazing reflexes, amazing saves. He really saved them. But still, the point is, in this example, I didn't know why it was going to be a draw. I mean, look, historically they had drawn a lot, but if you look at the teams, you would think, okay, Bilbao's going to win. So I knew the draw was more likely than normal anyway. But everyone was on Bilbao, and the odds were going up. So if everyone's betting Bilbao, how are the odds going up? It's because the bookies want more people to keep betting Bilbao, and maybe some people started betting the draw, probably sharps, so they started increasing it to try and tempt you away from the draw line. Because they knew, and I don't know, the books have got access to data that mere mortals like us can just never dream of. So they've got way more data, and they saw something in this game that said, this is probably going to be a draw. So in this case, I don't know what it is, but the line movement, one, said Bilbao weren't going to win because the books were increasing the line, so they weren't scared about that cash-in. Two, the draw line was going down, getting worse, less attractive. So that meant they expected that to happen because Getafe's line was also going up. So if you had two lines going up, that would be the bookie saying it's going to be a draw or this option. But no, there's only one line going down. That's the one they thought was going to win. It's as simple as that. You obviously want to do other analysis, like into the previous matches, which also showed the draw was very likely, by the way. So you want to use all this analysis and put it together. Then we had the next game, same thing, Betis Girona. I also had to play as both teams to score, which hit. I thought it would be a 1-1. I probably should have done a correct score to be fair on this, but to be honest, I thought, what are the odds of cashing two draws in one night? I posted it to the free group, it hit. Nice double win as well. So it is reliable, guys. Obviously, it's not going to hit every single time. The books don't get it right every time, especially with high odds plays, but we don't need them to hit every time because the odds are so good. So you need to start playing these. So many cappers out there, do not play any bet apart from backing favourites or the over. They never even play the under. There's someone, actually they retweeted my post. I'll go and look for them. Hairy Dog Bets, there you go. Guys, if you're watching this, also subscribe to Hairy Dog Bets. I don't know him at all, he just liked my post, but I liked his because I saw he also backs underdogs and draw lines. So there's very few cappers that do this. Proper real handicappers, proper real sports bettors who know their stuff and professional will not just bet favourites. 90 to 95% of people, especially in big games, will bet the favourite side. So the books always make sure that side is not profitable. I've repeated myself from other videos, but I'm going to keep saying it because nobody's getting it. Because I don't see anyone copying this, even though when I tell you exactly what to do. In the free Telegram, yesterday morning, whilst I made this prediction for Getafe, I actually, on a voice note, talked everyone through exactly what I was doing. So I was doing this, I was saying, okay, we look at the past games. Okay, maybe the draw is something we want to look at. Look at the odds and the lines movement, the odds history on Odds Portal. Oh wow, this is pointing to that as well. So that's just confirmed what I was looking at anyway. Simple as that. It took me like I think less than 5 minutes on the voice note to go through there. I did a little bit more research after that, conferred with the footy tipster. You know, my group Blacksmith Bets, there's 2 of us. There's me, and I call him the footy tipster, but we both tip football. So we have 2 groups, and there's 2 cappers. We have 2 different styles. He's very high risk. I'm a lower risk sports bettor. Even though I do bet draws and underdogs, I have a lower stake. He bets very aggressively, but he wins really, really big. But guys, this is why our ROI is so high compared to most other sports bettors out there. One, most of them are frauds anyway, and they don't track their plays. In our group, we track everything. We give you, at the end of the week, a rundown of every play that we made, so we can't hide. We live and die by our results. I was explaining this to someone yesterday who has a group, and they were struggling with results. And I said, mate, you need to start posting your results, because they weren't tracking anything. Because when you do that, it holds you accountable and it will make you perform better. It's a win-win for your customers because you're under pressure to deliver. There's nowhere to hide. Too many cappers do this. They'll just have a load of plays and then a few will win. They'll post the winners, but really they're in a loss. I made a video about this, the last video I made, about how cappers trick you into thinking that they're profitable. But back to the topic of the video, guys. This isn't just to predict draw lines, this method, watching the lines. You can use it to predict who's going to win as well. Very, very useful for underdogs. And in sports where there isn't a draw, it's even easier because there's only 2 options. So you need to start doing it. I don't know why everyone isn't doing it. It's making me really annoyed. The only thing I can come to as a conclusion is because it takes a bit of effort and people would rather just sit on the app and just guess and just go, I just want to spend 10 seconds thinking, pressing a button and then cash. Guys, you are not going to make money like that. If it was the case, you would see loads of people making money from casually betting. I know loads of casual sports bettors. I've worked with them. I've known them in my personal life. So many people sports bet. In my professional career, loads of people who are former clients or colleagues of mine are now customers of mine in my VIP. And we talk about how they bet all the time. And it's the same thing. They don't put the effort in, or they only do game analysis. So they only analyze the teams and the history. They do not analyze the lines. The lines will give it away, guys. The books are so greedy. It's not just enough for them to get 90% of people's money from like Bilbao last night, for example. They also want to squeeze the line down for the draw to limit the profit that the winners will make because they are just insanely greedy. I hate the bookies. It's a war against them. I'm taking money away from them, and the more people who can sign up or can follow my free tips in the free group, the more money we're taking away from them. So we've just had this whole drama. We're talking about it in my my group. Both me and my football tipster, we've both had accounts being shut down recently. It's part of the game. There are ways to avoid it, and we have loads of different accounts to avoid this. Good problem to have, but this is what my VIPs go through. If you've never experienced that and you've been paying for a capper for a long time, what's going on? They're not making you profit. And there's too many people who I think don't track their bets as well. So the capper gives false numbers and because they don't assess all of their plays and break it down, they don't verify it. And then people make their own bets and lose money and they don't really know if the capper's making them that much or not. So track your bets as well, guys. Don't trust a capper. Don't even trust me. If you sign up to my service, track the bets independently and then you can see if there's any discrepancies. So guys, really, really important to track everything, to follow the line movement. And look, you've just seen it. I'm going to show you again because this is what's possible when, and this is from my VIPs and my tips. So when you start doing this, you start hitting these big odds plays, you can end up having cashes, you know, like one of my VIPs making hundreds of pounds from 2 games. We also had other winners as well. But for 2 games, what was that? 300, so £554 profit. My service costs £75 a month. You know, then we've got this one, you know, 30 extra money. Guys, this is what's possible with sports betting, but it's not going to come to you easily. You've got to invest the time to do the research and to learn how it works and to learn what odds mean as well. My football tipster, he was a VIP of mine, and the reason I partnered with him is because I saw bets like this. It was actually when he won 10 grand betting on Hungary to win against Georgia. I tipped Hungary as a a team to back because Georgia were a public underdog. Last night, by the way, I also gave a public underdog alert and said you should bet Wisla Krakow. They won 2-0 very convincingly. The public were on their opponent, who were the underdog. So even not the official plays, even just the information I give out is leading to wins. So guys, get into my Telegram, sign up. You don't even have to pay for the service. Just go in the free group and follow the plays and listen to the analysis or watch my videos and learn how to do it yourself. But if you don't want to spend hours doing the research, sign up for my service. UFC 305 this weekend. I've got loads of bets locked in. We're going to end the week massively up. I'm up like 12, 13 units at the moment. The football tipster, I have no idea what he's up, but he had a 30 unit day earlier in the week. So he's probably up 2 or 3 times what I am. We were up 50 units on Tuesday, which is unbelievable. If you asked me when I started my group, I used to say returns like that were not sustainable long term, but here we are 2 months in, we're still smashing it with a huge ROI. So join the group, see for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Actually go in there and see the wins, and let's go. Let's have a big, big week again, guys.